Sing to me, O Muse, of the man of many ways, who wandered far and wide after he sacked the sacred citadel of Troy. This is the story of Odysseus, king of Ithaca, warrior of Troy, master of cunning, and a man desperate to return home. Book 1, The Gods and Telemachus. 10 years have passed since the fall of Troy. Odysseus has not returned. In Ithaca, his wife Penelope is besieged by suitors, arrogant men who consume his wealth and demand her hand. His son, Telemachus, now a young man, is uncertain and afraid. But the goddess Athena, disguised as Mentor, urges him to seek his father. Thus begins his own journey to Pylos and Sparta for news of Odysseus. Explanation: the opening sets the stage. Homer invokes the Muse, a poetic tradition, and introduces the dual narrative, Odysseus's trials and Telemachus's coming of age. Athena represents divine wisdom and intervention, guiding mortals toward destiny. Book 5 through 8, Odysseus escapes Calypso. Odysseus is trapped on the island of Ogygia, held by the nymph Calypso, who loves him. But he longs for home. The gods convene. Zeus sends Hermes to command Calypso to release him. Odysseus builds a raft. Poseidon, god of the sea, sends a storm to destroy it. But Athena saves him, and he washes ashore in Phaeacia, where Princess Nausicaa finds him. Explanation: Odysseus's escape marks the beginning of his return. Calypso symbolizes temptation and stagnation. Poseidon's wrath stems from Odysseus blinding his son, the Cyclops. The gods' roles reflect the ancient belief in divine influence over fate. Books 9 through 12, The Great Adventures. At the court of King Alcinous, Odysseus tells his tale. He speaks of the lotus eaters, whose flowers erase memory, of the Cyclops Polyphemus, whom he blinds to escape, of Aeolus, keeper of the winds, of the Laestrygonians, cannibal giants, of Circe, the enchantress who turns men to swine. He journeys to the underworld, where he meets the prophet Tiresias. He sails past the Sirens, whose song lures sailors to death. He braves Scylla and Charybdis, monsters of the sea, and he loses his crew on the island of the sun, where they defy divine warning. Explanation: these episodes are allegorical. The Lotus Eaters represent escapism. Polyphemus symbolizes brute force versus cleverness. Circe and the underworld reflect transformation and mortality. The Sirens tempt with illusion. Scylla and Charybdis show the inevitability of suffering. Odysseus survives through wit and resilience. Books 13 through 24. Return and Revenge. Odysseus returns to Ithaca in disguise. He meets his loyal swineherd, Eumaeus. He reveals himself to Telemachus. Together, they plot revenge. Penelope tests the suitors with a contest. String Odysseus's bow and shoot through 12 axe heads. None succeed. Odysseus, still disguised, does. He slaughters the suitors with Telemachus and Athena's aid. Penelope tests him once more, with a secret only he would know. He passes. They reunite. Explanation: the climax is both physical and emotional. Odysseus's disguise reflects humility and strategy. The bow contest is symbolic of rightful kingship. Penelope's test shows her wisdom and caution. Their reunion is the restoration of order and love. Closing reflections. Odysseus's journey is not just across seas, but through trials of identity, loyalty, and endurance. He is not the strongest, but the cleverest, not the fastest, but the most determined. This is the Odyssey, a tale of homecoming, of gods and monsters, of love and loss, and of the eternal human quest to find one's way back. Thank you for listening to The Odyssey by Homer. May its wisdom guide your own journey, and may you, too, find your way home.